Hello, hello, hello. I'm just trying to get everything set up here. Bear with me for one moment. Please, and pretty please some more. Hello, everybody. It is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia. Forgot to put me on pause. Mm, that came in loud and clear. That made my nose. That made my nose twitch. The vibration from that, it made my body vibrate. My nose just went. Okay. Hi. How is everyone today? I'm so happy to see you, and I'm happy to be here with you. Ah, today is the 2nd of June. Yes, guys, we are into the month of June, and I was so afraid that I was not going to catch up with May, but I'm happy with how May ended. I was ready for the mayhem to be over. I'm really excited about today. I really, really am. First of all, I'd like to tell you that our hours had dropped to 1439. They're back up to 1497. So we're approaching that 1500 again. I'm pretty sure if I check it today, it'll probably be there. Probably. But we are holding steady at 551 subscribers. So I'm happy about that. I did not tell you where you are. First of all, welcome in the den. I am Mama, aka Mama Cougar, that is, aka Kitty Lane, that baby boomer from the Peninsula in Virginia. And this whole thingamaboogie bobby is create and relate. Yes, we are in our little special den. Hello, sis. How are you, gorgeous? Okay. So, like I said, we're holding steady at 551. I'm happy. Um, breakfast. Actually, I had two breakfasts this morning because I woke up at 2:30. Yes, I've been up since 2:30. I made sure I ate within that first hour. So I had a bowl of cereal. And then I went to the store. I was supposed to eat again at no later than 6 o'clock. Missed that by 3 hours. Hello, Vivian. How are you? So happy to see you. Hello, Lori. How are you? Lori, I have changed our name to Kitori. We are Kitori. And you're going to see why in a little while. When I get down to the quote of the day, you're going to see why. So I ate the, I guess, official breakfast at like 9:15 maybe. I had, um, I had a Pop Tart. I had a cherry Pop Tart. So as long as I can get those little meals in, I'm good. I've never been restricted as to what I can and can't eat as far as a diet is concerned. I know my gorgeous sister Joan stays on me. She's like, we're not supposed to have that. It's not what I eat per se. It's the fact that I eat. I'm one who doesn't eat. And because of that, I gain weight. My body goes into out because we have estrogen and lots of it. Our body goes into pregnancy mode, and our not eating is telling our fat cells there's a baby here we have to protect. The baby must be eating all the food. Baby must be taking all the nutrients. We got to pad up and get ready for a baby. That's why we gain most of our weight in this area. We're padding for a baby. I'm far past baby age, but I'm still a female. And my body reacts as a female's body will do. I have to get accustomed to eating. And that is where most of my weight gain comes from. So it's not, no, you can't have that slice of cake. I know I'm not going to sit here and eat a whole cake in a day. I'm not going to sit here and have nothing but Pop Tarts all day, or nothing but corn pops all day. I'm not going to do that. But a bowl of cereal at 2:30, my Pop Tarts at 9:15, 9:30. When the kids get home, I'll probably eat again. I'm still going to be missing a couple of meals today, but at least I'm doing better than I normally do. So that's a good thing. Now, there are foods, however, comma, that I can't eat. And, or not supposed to anyway. I do better with a gluten-free diet. I do better with that wheat, soy, corn, some more stuff. I can do unprocessed oats. Processed oats, I don't do too good with those. Um, a lot of the grains I have problems with. Shrimp, crabs, lobster. You know that seafood that I love? Yeah. Um, can't eat too much hamburger back to back. Body won't break it down and process it properly. Yeah. So that I know the foods that I'm not supposed to be eating. Do I eat them sometimes? Yes, I do. I'm hard headed. I'm hard headed. I feel like my stomach is gonna hurt anyway. I don't care what I eat. I don't care how much, how little I eat. My stomach is going to hurt. Okay. So with that being taken care of, very quickly I went in and made my coffee. I only have half of my coffee, so I only have 8 ounces of coffee this morning and 6 ounces of creamer. So you hear that? Did y'all hear that? Let me see if I can get it to happen again. That's good. That means it's hot. Hmm. Yeah, it's hot. So made a trip over to the store this morning. This is but isn't crochet related because it always happens. I always end up losing a whole jar of coconut oil. So I had to go this morning and get me a jar of coconut oil. And I just wanted y'all to see I always get the virgin unrefined. That's what I use for everything. That's what I use to keep my hands moisturized. I put it on my hooks. It does not bleed into my work. And the other thing that I wanted to show you as to why I use it so much, I have to pick apart that. Okay, there it is. And I'm not being funny with this, and I don't want anybody to get offended. Please don't. But there are people who don't know that melanated people do peel. We get sunburned and we peel too. Yeah. I go through this every summer. When I say I don't like the sun, I don't like the sun. Probably why I have to take vitamin D once a week. The sun is not my friend. I burn easily and I peel. So, at any time, if you all see me with like little white specks everywhere, if you see me with little white specks everywhere, it's probably because I've been peeling. It's a human thing. Okay, so you also know that I have my D, my drink, which is my water. And now we come to the first fun part of our program. And I'd like for each of you to drop me a little egg. I need an egg. Okay. I think some of you know, and some of you might not know that I have been working on a new pattern. I got further than this in the first two passes, but I was not liking the way, I didn't like how plain it was around here in the first pass. And then in the second one, the further I got out, the more it started, it was like wavy and making the center look like it was bunching up. So I started over this morning at 2:30 when I woke up. So you can see that this works up pretty quickly. It's nothing too difficult, which is what I like. I like putting simple things together and making them look really pretty. I did cut back on my, see if I can find the other one. Recently, like very recently, I moved everything over here. So in moving everything, I took everything away from myself. There we go. But I got it now. Whew. Okay. So this was the first one. And as you can see, it got really, really plain in here. And I wanted to give it more definition. So this was the second one. I told you. I had 3 of them. I've been working on this. And whereas I have the texture in here, see, as it gets further out, it's starting to like warp. And I don't like that. So I started this one. And I took a round of the texture away. I even spreaded the texture out because I had all of these as back post double crochets. So what I did was a back post double crochet here. I did a back, I can't call it a back post unless I say back top post, but I only went in the top of the stitch from the back. And I said it was rear entry only. But I did that one here, which gave me a little more space in here. And then this one was back loop only. And I love the fact that I went from, instead of making the gradual transition from the circle to the square in that one, in the other 2, I went straight from, I went hardcore. It was like, okay, we're tired of the circle, let's make the square. And I like that. I like that a lot. I love that concept. So I am trying to write the pattern out. So I'm trying, guys. I'm trying, which leads us to, like I said, this is this week's focus, to work on this, but also to work on 3 of my other blankets that I have. The brother and sister blanket and the Ghost Brothers blanket are the 3 blankets that I want to work on. I don't have very much to do on either one of those. So I'll take a day, pick one and do it, take another day, pick one. But in the meantime, I'm going to work on these. I already know what my focus for next week. Please forgive me. And I thought I had settled the spam call thing. I had gotten it down to like under 10 a day. I think I probably had at least 10 an hour this morning. Where was I? Next week. I already know what my focus will be. I'll tell you this week, but I will remind you next week. I'm going to be making baskets. I am going to be making baskets that will be utilized, like laundry baskets and project baskets and yarn storage baskets. And this is to keep things apart, to tidy up some things in my room. You know, like right now, I just have a laundry pile. I already know that I want to make 3 baskets because my pile is me and the kids. So Even though they have laundry baskets, they've elected to use theirs for toy bins. That's fine. That's fine. Not everybody's going to have a laundry basket. Yeah, so those are some of the things that I'm working on. I want to make a kind of big, sturdy one for my bathroom to store like my towels on because I roll my towels to put them up. And I think they'll be real cute, in the basket. Excuse me. And I think that'll encourage the kids to help keep them up as well. So you can see that your girl has been busy. Another way to show that I have been busy, I was afraid I was not going to meet my quota of a band a day for May. When I realized that I was like 4 or 5 short and I couldn't get past that. I got down to 4 short and it just seemed like I couldn't do that. And in the last few days, I'd say I made that happen. I was going to go ahead on and wrap it up and tape it up. And I said, nah, not yet. I got to show it off first. So it's going to get taped up today. And it's going to be put up with the other ones. And then I can start putting June in here. Okay. I'm going to direct you to other channels. We already know this. We know that we have to look out for, almost broke my grab, y'all. Okay. We're just not going to do it that way. We're going to find another way. All right. So I'm going to direct you to Camille's channel to check out the Stitcher Hood donation blankets. I have a couple of little things to tidy up on this one. And of course, after you wash it and dry it and all that good stuff, all of your true little ends will show up. So I have to go over it one final time to make sure I get all of those snipped. But the second Stitcher Hood blanket is done. It is completed. I'm really happy about that. It's super big. So I don't want to open it all the way out. This one, however, yes, there is another blanket finished. When they get done, when the whips get done, I get excited. Oh, I don't even know if y'all remember seeing this one, but Joan saw it, I know. This is part of it. This is part of it. If it looks like a temperature blanket, it is. So you just saw 2 parts of the bottom half. And now you get to see what I did up top. I put a band so that I could put his name. It's actually his YouTube channel. This is for my nephew. His YouTube channel is Corey on TV. And this is for Corey. Yes, this is for my Corey. My news reporting Corey. I was so excited to get it completed. I was like, I do not have to sleep with this beside my pillow anymore. Y'all, I got my bed like 80% clear. And then in clearing out down here, I put all of this on my bed. And I had a little small space to curl up in. And I was like, that's not going to work. Okay, Meals on Wheels is here. Yeah, I'm coming, baby. Give me a second, y'all. I'll be right back. Just a minute. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I promise you, I'm back. Woohoo. Okay. Woo. Hello, Miss Tina. How are you? Okay. Okay. And I'm proud of you, sis. I'm so glad that you figured that out. Whew. Please forgive me, y'all. Most of you know it's a struggle. Moving is a struggle for me. But I'm working on it and it's getting better. Okay. Whew. Okay. So you saw the Stitcher Hood blanket. You saw my nephew's completed temperature blanket. Hello. I can see Zarat. Zarada. I'm sorry. How are you, love? Okay. And don't forget to check out Lexi with the magical make-alongs. And I think we're still in the sunburst. Um, I think the end of that one is this month, if I'm not mistaken, May and June. Because with July and August, I think it's Lori who's going to be co-starring with Lexi. So I have their titles in the description box. You can click on them and go visit them. And then of course there is Lori. Hits us up daily with the cutest stories. The cutest stories. The cutest stories. Lori is who I call my stitches, my twin in stitches. And I told her from now on we gonna call each other Kitori. And I'll show you why close to the end. It's gonna be so cute. It's so cute. Please don't forget to check out Jackie of Crochetedy HD. She's asking if you are subscribed to her channel to send uh, twin squares, 8-inch squares. They have to be just alike. That represents your city or region or whatever where you're from. And they're doing what they call Hands Across Glam Erica. Hands Across Glam Erica, just 2 8-inch squares. And what's going to happen, she's going to put one together and then she's going to do a drawing, and one of the people who have sent squares in will be blessed with all of the squares to put one together their own way. So there you have that one. And then, of course, Juan, who's on vacation this week, and I pray that he's having the most wonderful time. I really do. I understand how important the vacations are. As I'm still juggling, trying to figure out everything. Right now, I think I have part of it down. It's the behind the scenes that I'm still working on. I'm still working on the editing. I'm still working on the proper uploading. Those are things that I'm still working on. And hopefully, when the new system comes, and I know it's coming, I just don't know when, but when the new system gets here, I know that my brother will make it a lot easier for me. And I'll be happy to see that when it gets here so that I can give you all better quality as well. And then, of course, yes, Michelle Crochets. She just dropped 10 graduation gifts that you can give, 10, small, quick, and easy graduation gifts that you can give. The links to each one of them on Tuesdays. This is Tuesday. I think we have, if it's not today, it's tomorrow. We have the Cozy Encyclopedia. We will be doing the treble stitch on this one coming up. We'll be doing the treble stitch on this one coming up. And what she does is give you the anatomy of, that's okay. We'll give you the anatomy of the stitch, how to use the stitch, how to use the stitch properly, how to keep stitches from leaning, how to, all kinds of things, all kinds of things. And she's doing it in a way that you're building an encyclopedia together. So you'll know where you can go back, or if you're building your own playlist and need other things to put in it, you can build this together. You have unique sections that you can play around with and get them all in there together. Okay. Update on the insurance issue. Um, every time I come to you now, I'm telling you that we've gone a step further in my mind's eye, because I do keep up with more than they think I keep up with. We're in kind of a crunch time now, but the ball is in their court, and we're supposed to have a meeting, 2 meetings tomorrow. We had one yesterday. We have one lady that comes out tomorrow that pretty much spends the day with us. And we have one coming out tomorrow afternoon. So we will find out where that goes. Right now we're breathing, but we're still not breathing easy. But it's okay, because we're still happy and we're smiling. And every morning I still get good morning, pretty. And I look at her and say, good morning, beautiful. That is my baby girl. All right. So we have made it to the joke of the day. Y'all, I hope y'all appreciate this as much as I did, because I almost fell off my bed when I read this joke. What do you call a woman who sets fire to all of her bills? What do you call a woman who sets fire to all of her bills? Anybody? I was waiting for you to say something. Oh, Joan, you never let me down. You never let me down. No, not hot weather, not a wealthy woman. You call her Bernadette. Y'all, I was weak when I read that. I was like, okay, this is too cute. And it was so fitting because I had not looked up the joke of the day. And I just happened to be scrolling through YouTube. And I saw something that caught my eye, and it made me go look it up. And then this little joke just popped up. And I was like, oh my God, that is so fitting. That is so perfect. Yes, you call her Bernadette. A woman who sets fire to all of her bills is called Bernadette. Okay, Crochet with Kitty. Um, we're still working on the uploading. We're still working on the uploading. I managed to squeeze a video through last week. So I keep recording. And once it gets to be about, a few days old, I'll go ahead and erase it if I can't get it uploaded, because I want them to be, updated. I don't want to show you something I was working on back in February as a Crochet with Kitty. So I'm trying to keep them current in my attempts to upload them. Okay. So we have come to the second emoji phase. And what I would like was at the L. So I need my lime slice, please. Okay, I have told you about my plans. And this is covering MNOMP, my new open plans. And that is, like I said, to work on those blankets and work some more on this pattern for this week and next week to focus on baskets. I might throw washcloths in there with next week's, because I did fall behind on those quite a lot. But thank you, Vivian. Thank you, Joan. But yeah, I did fall behind on those quite a lot. Okay, so now we come to the cute part. And this is where you're going to see if you watched Lori's video this morning, she got an idea for her outro from something that she got today. Our quote of the day comes from a new dress that I just got. And I'm just wearing it for the first time today. So this is my quote, y'all. And my quote is as follows: if I was skinny and mentally stable, I'd be unstoppable. Y'all are lucky I'm squishy and crazy. I thought it was cute. I just thought it was cute. And it was so fitting of my mood today. I did skip over the H for a reason, but it was so fitting of just everything that I was, feeling today. So tying that back in, my mood is like really, really up here. I don't know what happened yesterday, but when I woke up yesterday morning, I got up and did. Thank you, sis. Thank you. But when I got up yesterday, I felt good. I think I must have been stressed a little because after the appointment, um, I wanted to go to sleep. I anytime I have a doctor's appointment, I want to go to sleep. And knowing all of this is medical, it was just instinctive for me to lay down and go to sleep. So I missed picking up the kids at the bus stop. There's a plus and a negative there. The negative is I hate missing picking them up at the bus stop because I know that my daughter works 12 hours overnight, and that last hour of sleep means a lot to her. So for her to have to forego that and go pick up the kids, I felt bad. I still feel bad about that. The plus is I'm already peeling. I'm sorry. I'm already peeling. So that was one day that I didn't have to spend in the sun. I think what probably got me so fatigued yesterday is I made 3 grocery store runs yesterday morning. And the reason I made so many, because I know it's going to be asked. Yes, they were back to back, and I made one this morning. Um, we go through 5 cases of water a month. So when we get our resources in to go take care of things, I try to go take care of them early. The second part of my resources come in on the 7th. By that time, the shelves are pretty bare. So if I can take care of it early, I try to take care, things that I can take care of with that. I try to take care of them early. Besides, that portion of the resources does not roll over from month to month. So we try to go ahead on and get what we need. I get what I can carry on the scooter. And like I said, my daughter, I'm working on my upper body strength and everything. So to pick up these, 45 pounds of water and put them on the scooter, I can only carry one at a time. So yesterday I went and picked up 3, and today I went and picked up 1. So that's part of the reason. But my health, I still get winded, as you saw. But if you noticed, it didn't take me as long to recuperate. I've been working on it, guys. And those of you who caught Flex Friday, I started that session out standing up. I'm working on that too. My legs don't shake as bad when I stand up. I'm still working on it, but I'm making progress. I am definitely making progress. So that is so with the mood being at a 10 today and the health, I have to put it at a 9.5 because I don't have any unusual pains. Um, the pain that I was feeling in my neck for a while, the coughing is down to what you all have heard. Um, and that's a big difference from the past, might as well say month. Um, I don't have to use my inhaler all day, every day now. What else? Yeah, I would have to say a 9.5. So what's that, a 9.75 average? Might as well say a 10. Y'all know I'm always happy to see y'all. So yes, I would say 10, 10, 10, all the way across the board. So I am truly, truly happy with that. Now for I have oh yeah, I know what that is. Okay, going back in order now, down to the letter R, which is please don't forget your 30 minutes a day. And that's great because when I come out there, you're going to be doing stuff, even if it's me. Okay. Okay. That's a bet. That's a bet. Um, please don't forget your 30 minutes a day and excuse me, whatever kind of organizing that you need to do. I try to put 30 minutes a day into yarn organizing, whether it seems like I need it or not. And somehow I always manage to condense at least one spot. And I don't do all 30 minutes at one time. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here. I also utilize the grandkids. So they help a lot. And it's I see the difference. I'm excited about doing these baskets starting next week because a lot of my totes that I have, I thought I had one over here I could show you, but the cloth cubbies that I have, a lot of those are filled with scrap yarn, and I'm making scrap totes, and I want to see those get empty. And when they get empty, and I can fold those down and put those up, then that means I can get the full skeins from under the bed and put them back up here on the shelf, and I can start working from those again. And I will be super excited about that. I will. The other reminder is journals. Y'all don't forget your journals. Write everything down. Everything. I wrote our itinerary today down. The meeting that I had yesterday, yes, it's in the same book. I wrote it all down here together. If you, this is this book. You saw that book. And just so you can see that they're different, this is the green composition book. This is the regular composition book. You see at the front, it says journal. Y'all write everything down. Everything. Especially medical. You all know how I feel about that. You have to be your own advocate medically. Nobody knows you like you know you. Make them listen. And if they don't listen, they're not the only doctor. They're not the only provider. Yes, it is time consuming and backbreaking and mind boggling to switch. But when they see you switching so much, and when they start realizing they don't listen, nobody is hearing me, and I'm tired of being a lab rat, somebody is going to stop and say, hey, you know what? Let's pause. I hear you. Let's talk. And when you talk and they still don't listen, be like, you know what, I thought you were different, but you're not. Next. When you go in to see a new doctor, they are interviewing for you. You're not interviewing for them. Even if it's a specialist, they are interviewing for you, because without you, that's a little bit of money that's not going into their pocket. They're working for you. And that's how we need to treat that situation. We need to let them know. We come to them because we don't know everything medically, or there are things that we're not able to do. If we need medications, we can't write our own prescriptions. You know, fortunately, I have a doctor who believes like I believe. I want to be off the meds. So we're both doing research to try to figure out what can we do to make this better. I no longer take blood pressure medicine. I'm not telling anybody to go out here and do that. But with me and my doctor doing research, and I told her, I said, you know, every blood pressure medication I've had always says do not eat grapefruits, do not drink grapefruit juice. So I started looking up the qualities of grapefruit juice, and I realized that it's a natural blood pressure regulator. So what I did before I talked to you is I started drinking 4 ounces of grapefruit juice a day. Because I went to her and asked her if I could come off of them. And she said, well, we'd have to do this. And then I told her what I did. And she says, okay, this is what we'll do. We'll try it for 3 months. And then would have been March. And we'll see how that goes. Okay. I've been off my blood pressure meds for going on 2 years. And I feel good. I have my little strenuous moments or whatever. Blood pressure rises, but the blood pressure rises in everybody who does strenuous activities. If you get upset, your blood pressure rises. If you get nervous, your blood pressure rises. That's anybody. That's anybody. But what you want to see is how well it comes down, how quickly it rises, which should be a norm, like from laying down to standing up. Your top number should go up 15. I think in a norm, under a certain age, it's like 15 to 20 points. Once you reach the age 60 and above, then that number is going to go up a little higher, because it takes a little more for the body to do it. Also, talk to your doctor if you have blood pressure issues about what is your blood pressure range for your age. The number that they throw out there is for a healthy 45-year-old male who's never had any type of hypertension in their life. That's not for everybody. It's a standard that somebody said, okay, we'll use this, but it's never been studied and set in stone. So ask your doctor what your blood pressure level is. It should vary from person to person. So there we are with that. Okay. Tidy up viewing. I wrote that for the, oh yeah, I'm skipping one. For our last emoji. It is not an emoji. What I would like for you to drop in the comment section is the number 7. Just the number 7. And while you're doing that, I can tell you once again what's ahead. The Stitcher Hood blanket will definitely, I know it will definitely go off before the end of June. I have not heard from the post office yet. I'm going to take a trip over there tomorrow. And so they can see my face and see, thank you, sis, and see how serious I am about finding my package, because I sent my first blanket off and it's not reached its destination yet. So it bothers me that they're asking more money from us, have less workers in the building, and they're doing worse work. Yeah. I wish we could get the Pony Express back. I wish we could load trains and planes and things. I haven't Georgia chat. I hope it. Thank you. Thank you. I hope so, Miss Tina. I'm so happy to have you in when you're here. Thank you so much. Y'all, let me tell you about Miss Tina. When I first started my YouTube channel, she was the very first person who reached out to me and told me, you need to have a playlist. I'm like, playlist? What is a playlist? I had no idea what a playlist was. So she was the absolute first person. But first of all, I will be hosting the Coachella for 10. Okay. Wait a minute. 10,000 yards, Miss Tina. That's like bigger than a king size blanket. Are you getting people to make the squares and send them in, or are you looking for people to make their own 10,000 yard blanket? I just want to know because I can start saving my scraps up again after I make the baskets. Because I like the corner to corner. But yeah, Miss Tina was the first one that told me that I needed a playlist. And I always love her intro. She doesn't know that I sneak in to watch her. This is Tina with Crafts by D Rose. The way she sings it out is just so cute. I love it. I absolutely love it. I do. Yeah, y'all, I be checking on y'all. I do. I do. Let me ask this question real quick of anybody who's still here. If you have your own channel or if you have the occasion to hear your own voice afterwards, how do you feel about your own voice? I have to turn my TV to help with my hours. I have to turn my TV all the way down unless my grandkids are here. I do. Okay. Okay. I don't like the sound of my voice either. I don't. Miss Tina, I can tell you now, I don't have anything in my house that will facilitate a 10,000 yard blanket. And I have a very spacious 2 bedroom apartment. And the king size bed that I used to have, it would have been too much for that. That's a lot. That's a lot. But then again, my king size was close to the floor. My queen size, I have to. Y'all saw how I had to get in the bed. I had to climb into the bed. Well, that wasn't a joke. That was for real. I'm a munchkin. Yes, I am. All 5 feet 3 inches of me. I will try. And you know what? And I might be able to do that. What I'll do is make it big enough for the kids in the living room. And that way they won't be sitting directly on the floor. I can do it that way. I can do it that way. And it can be more like a rug for them. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely do it that way. hmm Now I don't know if I told you all, but I do want to tell you all that my favorite yarn before I started the yarn channel was Karen 1 pound. Hands down was Karen 1 pound. And then as I got into the channel and listened to people and started exploring and trying more yarns, I fell in love with Joann's Big Twist. There was just nothing like it. And during that time, I vowed that I would never, never, ever, 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 never, ever work with loops and threads because I didn't like the fact that it seemed like Michaels was pushing everybody else out just to push their brand. I was not going to use loops and thread. It just was not going to happen. So when Joann's decided that they were to be no more, I had the occasion to purchase my own sleeve all the way over. Okay. 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 Um, the Premier Just yarn. And this feels heavenly. It feels divine. It feels like yarn I could just wrap my hands in. But here recently, one of my yarn angels sent me what I said I would never use. They sent me some loops and thread. Y'all, it's thick like Karen's, but it's soft like Premier Just yarn. That's what I started this with. It is so thick and it's full worsted weight, but it's nice and thick and pliable and plush and it feels so good. I think I might be spending some more time in Michael's. But I got a lot I got to do. Y'all know how much yarn I got to get rid of. But I have been through a lot of it. I have. That's how I was able to get this done. And I can't wait to put my first 1, 2, 3. I can't wait to put my first 3 bands in for this week. I'm going to try to get them in there today. But I have to get more than half the skein done to remove it and put it in there. I'm not going to keep myself like that. So, yeah, I got some work to do, but it's okay. I'm going to get it done. I sure am. Yeah, but this is very thick. It's very thick, and like I said, it's pliable. It's stretchy and squishy, and it feels good on your to your hands. It's not scratchy. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, it's not scratchy or anything. It feels really, really, really good. And this is the test. This right here is the test. Y'all seldom see me put anything in my face because I'm very particular about the skin on my face. I have 2 pimples right now that are driving me crazy. They are. They are driving me crazy. But this feels like I could put it over a pillow. Yeah. Yeah. It feels really good. It feels really, really good. But guys, I am not going to hold you all. Please remember my quote of today. If I was skinny and mentally stable, I'd be unstoppable. Y'all are lucky I'm squishy and crazy. I'm sorry. And Miss Tina, I more than likely will be joining you on that crochet along. That like I said, that really sounds like something I can do with them for my grandkids. Because underneath our linear topping is nothing but concrete. So anything to help um, keep them off that concrete, even if we have to fold it over. So, yes, that is something for me to look forward to. And thank you. Thank you. But, guys, we have come to that time. Know that I love you, each and every one of you, each and every one of you. But you know what I preach? Self love. Self love is the greatest love of all. And you can't love others the way they deserve to be loved unless you first love yourself the way you deserve to be loved. And you deserve what? You deserve the best. Remember, Kitty Lane told you. Remember, Kitty Lane loves you. So until we meet each other again on these YouTube streets, peace out, everybody. I love you.